Hello and welcome back everyone, and as always my name is Sneaky Bard. We are giving you here a new episode in our Loremaster leveling Let's Play series with our rogue Tafrona. In the last episode we completed a couple of quests where we discovered that the mysterious origin of Azshara is essentially that it's giant poo. We killed some Naga. And we got the carcasses so that we can befriend the giants. Not sure why we should befriend them now that we know what the mysterious origin of Azshara is, but since our befriending tactics are essentially offering them snacks, we're making them produce more Azshara, which could be good. So let's turn in the quests. So mysterious Azshara, have you got more samples? Careless adventurers have been looting the stuff for years. They don't know how precious it is. Ah, excellent. Some of these samples look fresh. I'm going to be up to my neck in this stuff, trying to solve this mystery. Ugh. Yeah, I probably should have warned you that Mistwing chimeras can shoot lightning. We didn't notice. We killed them too quickly for that. Phew, the stench. Well, hopefully that massive heap of carcasses smells more appetizing to a giant. I hope so too. Okay. Befriending giants. A cursory study of the Azshara you brought me reveals that it's not biological in nature, nor is it naturally formed. There's another creature in Azshara with similar properties, the cliff giants that lumber around these cliffs. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing where this is going. We all are, since we did read the note that we found in one of the Azshara deposits. One of these giants seems willing to help our research along. Take the meat you collected to Gormogon, the giant standing just west of here. Befriend him, then grill him, find out if he knows the secret of Azshara. Alright, let's turn in these Naga-related quests to Torg to Crush as well. To get a fish, Torg scans the horizon, and still they come. They're like a plague, Tafrona, but with strength like yours, we'll crush them. Someday. Well, at least he is realistic. Okay, report to Crush about the shrine that we investigated. An energy barrier, you see? This explains a great deal. I've seen firsthand how Naga leaders have been able to turn aside the blades of some of my best warriors. Now we know the source of their power. Tafrona, let's finish this. Okay, Sisters of the Sea. 2 Naga witches have been masterminding the assault on this outpost. They've repelled direct attacks from some of my best grunts. We can finish the job where others have failed. Seek out Lady Slistra and Lady Vestra at the eastern edge of the cliffs. Cross the ruins of the ancient Night Elven Colossus. You will first need to destroy the power stones that give them their strength. Do not disappoint me, rogue. Okay. So let's go befriend Gormogon. And then he'll probably give us some quests, and at some point we will go and deal with the Naga as well. So yeah, there is Gormogon. Let's see what he has to say. If he confirms our very strongly held suspicions about the origin of Azshara, it would be very much like Blizzard to make him do that. Okay, Gormogon's voice booms deep from within, hurting your ears and reverberating in the very ground beneath your feet. Ouch. Hello, softling. Your kind dashes about, always running, never stopping. Rest with me a while. I brought you something to eat. Harum food? We don't eat squishlings. Friend, not unless they aggravate us. We don't eat squishlings, friend. Ah, okay. We eat rocks and stones and earth. I sometimes find the crunch of bones makes a delightful seasoning. Ugh, I'm not sure if I like where this is heading. Gormogon lifts up a boulder and with one enormous hand smashes the corpses you've given him onto the boulder as one would put icing on a cupcake. He crunches his treat, rumbling happily. Do you know anything about Azshara? Azshara? You soft ones come up with new names for everything. What is this Azshara? Those piles of bluish crystals we find on the ground. Gormogon laughs deep and long. Gormogon's laugh, deep and long, rumbles the ground and causes distant rock slides. Okay. poor people who got caught in those rock slides. Sorry. Oh, Harum. Little friend, I'm sorry. I suppose my kind does not pick up after ourselves as you do. So the giants have been dropping the Azsharite? But where does it come from? It comes from Harum. What is your word for it? Harum. Let's say that my kind does not have bathrooms. Do you understand? Yes, they did confirm our suspicions. It's your droppings? And the goblins have been running around scooping it up? Meaning we have been also doing that. It would seem so. You and your friends are welcome to as much as you can find. I suppose it's very potent. We don't need to go that often. How often do you, go? We don't live our lives as quickly as you do, my mushy friend. A healthy giant eats 3 square meals a decade. Okay, what's a square meal? Although I'm known to indulge in a snack every couple of years. We'll go to the bathroom every 15 to 25 years, barring any tummy trouble. 15 to 25 years? Assistant Greeley isn't going to want to hear that. Gormogon emits a good-natured snort. Harum, I've never had my personal habits scrutinized, so your kind never ceases to surprise me. Well, friend, and good luck with whatever it is you're on about. Yeah. Okay, our suspicions were definitely confirmed. That is what you get when you read all these extra tidbits that Blizzard gives you. Not very, shall we say, potent, pun unintended here, but lore nonetheless that has been hidden away from us, and in order to discover that, that is what this Let's Play series is all about, finding these nice little tidbits of lore that Blizzard has hidden around. So I suppose the Let's Play series is doing its duty here. So let's turn in the quest. Speak slower. What are you saying? I'm hearing you right? Am I hearing you right? The formations of Azsharite are actually where the giants have... Oh my. Grody? Let's not tell Dr. Grapplehammer he's made this stuff his life's work. Well, at least now we know where Azsharite comes from and why it's so rare. We've got to figure out a way to speed up production. So is this now where we are inventing giant laxative? Okay, Azsharite experiment number 1. Well, I can think of one surefire way to send a giant running to the bathroom, but you're not going to like it. Yep, we figured it out. What we need is a massive laxative. Oh hey, would you believe the gnomes have something of the sort? That can't be a coincidence. I wonder what they're trying to push through over there. Our intelligence reports that the laxative was delivered to Gadget Springs, too many guesses, tower, down the shoreline of the secret lab. Retrieve that laxative and feed it to Gormogon. Poor Gormogon. Tafrona, come here. I have a special project requiring your assistance. I think I've had enough of special goblin projects. Scoundrels! Infidels! Ever since I started my operation here in Azshara, the Gadget Spring family has hampered my studies and sabotaged my research. And now a mob of middling, second-rate tinkers have rallied to their aid. I have pressuring business to attend to. See to it that those gnomes are finished for good. Head to the ruined reaches on the coast south of my secret lab and start rolling some of their disproportionately enormous heads for me. Aha. I'm not sure if I'd call goblin heads proportionate, like compared to gnome heads, but that is another story. And I assume as a goblin we should actually, make sure that we support our own kind, sort of, even though they're quite silly. So I assume we need the laxative before we can do this. Yeah. So map is just showing us where Gormogon is, but we can definitely go and get our laxative and kill the gnomes in this direction. Let's go into stealth so that we don't pull the static charged hippogriff, the poor things. Alright, I do love the the red and yellow, the kind of eternal autumn that is in Azshara. Really, really like it. Autumn is one of my favorite seasons for the changing of the leaves and stuff like that. If only the leaves would actually stay on the trees. When they're on the ground and it's all mush, it's not that nice. And when it's like cold and dark and rainy, that could also change. But yeah, that everything except the changing of the colors of the leaves is not preferable about autumn, but the changing of the color of the leaves, damn it, is that even an expression? Well, it is now. Makes it worth it. It kind of softens the blow. You could put it like that. Okay, let's kill second-rate twinkers. Second-rate tinkers. Not twinkers, but tinkers. But they might be twinks. Not very good twinks, if they are twinks, because we kill them quite easily. What is happening to the camera? It's wanting to always go into that weird position where all we see is grass. Annoying, but we can deal with it. Now, let's kill them. Good. And here we go. And then we have Bingham Gadget Spring. So let's take care of him. The Zapper Gnome as well, of which we need to kill 4 more. So let's kill Bingham. Oh, well, let's kill Bingham then. Oh, explosive sheep. And I assume the laxative is over here. Yes, it is. Giant sized laxative. Purchase order receipt. What does this say? Attention, Mrs. Gadget Spring. The industrial strength laxative agent you requested is enclosed. My condolences on the fate of Mr. Blymo Gadget Spring after his encounter with the cliff giant. I'm curious why you're opting for a laxative in an effort to recover him, as opposed to some sort of vomit-inducing agent. It seems to me you're doing Mr. Gadget Spring a disservice. Good luck with your endeavor. Lomac Gearstrip. I assume she's not so much after her husband, more after the Azsharite. But maybe I'm just displaying your regular old goblin cynicism here when it comes to gnomes. Maybe. We will see. Okay, we've got the zappers. Netgun gnome, we need to kill 1 more. Alright. There we go. Good. And I assume the other gnome that we need to kill is over here. There's 2 other Zappa gnomes, exactly what we need. Don't need the net gun gnome, but I guess we get one for free. So yeah. Oh, and we have lost our rested XP. But yeah, let's see. Where can we get the rest of these guys? Oh, yeah, no, we only need to kill 1 more Zappa gnome. Somehow I thought we needed to kill 3 named gnomes as well, but no, that wasn't the case. So now we're done. Good. Let's turn in the quests and then probably head over to the Naga compound, killing Lady Celestra and Lady Vestra. The Stra, very common ending on Naga names. Probably highborn names as well now, because they're the same. We went through that in the last couple of episodes, how the Naga are actually highborn that sided with Queen Azshara and got pulled into the depths of the ocean and then were twisted by an old god during or due to the sundering. But yes, alright, here we've got the secret lab. Not so secret, especially now that there's a big signal fire in the form of everything being, on fire. That should alert anyone in the region that there's, something going on here. But I guess this region is mostly populated by the Naga. They know that we're already here. the night elves, who we scared off, and that gnomish outpost that got more or less dealt with by us. Okay. I still feel bad for doing this, but yeah, let's give him the laxative that we are calling a special chocolate rock. Gormogon eyes the laxative with suspicion, then sniffs it. With visible irritation, he begins smooshing and molding the laxative into the shape of a goblin. I suspect your little green friends are putting you up to no good. Please explain to them that we giants are not to be toyed with. To demonstrate his point, Gormogon twists the head off of his chocolatey goblin statue before handing it back to you. Oh. Well, it's nice that he didn't blame us for what's happening, or we could have lost our head. But yeah, we need to somehow disguise the laxative better, I assume. We should have probably just let the gnomes have delivered that, and then everything would have been fine. One gnome less. Okay. Once you have the laxative, try to feed it to Gormogon, and maybe give him a magazine or something. Do it for science. So it was a no-go. Literally? Well, Grapperhammer won't take no for an answer. We'll have to try something else. Maybe I'll have my intern smuggle this laxative into the Night Elf encampment. That'll be good for a laugh, at least. Yeah, that might be good for a laugh. And help the war effort. After all, imagine if an entire army is having diarrhea or just like, norovirus, like food poisoning. You've got them completely beaten. You can't do anything that you can just march into camp and declare, okay, we've won this war. Alright, Azshara, experiment number 2. Okay, new plan. We'll scare it out of them. In my experience, most large creatures are terrified of tiny ones, like rats. This place is crawling with rats. But how do we coax them over to the giant? Hey, you don't mind having your cellular matrix broken down and reassembled, do you? It's only painful while it's happening. I can shrink you down to rat-sized, and you can ride one of these brutes over there like a horse. So crazy it's got to work. Speak with me when you're ready for shrinkage. I'm never ready for shrinkage. Why would I do that? I guess Blizzard doesn't give us a choice though. Okay, the terrible tinkers of the ruined reaches. Alliteration. It does feel nice having Blizzard do these things, especially since you're a lit student. Well, I'm a lit student, used to be a lit student, now a linguistics student, but we still do love our alliterations. Anyway, let's read the quest text. Oh, marvelous, tell me more. And that precocious young Gadget Spring, dead as well? Wonderful. My work here is important, but at times I do miss the carnage of demolishing my enemies on a more personal level. Here, perhaps you can make use of some of my discarded equipment. You mean your silver, your spare change? Hey, we've leveled and we've gotten kick. So let's put that somewhere where it's good. Like there, for instance. Okay, let's break down our cellular matrix and try and scare Gormogon. I'm ready. Shrink me. Move fast, Afrona. You'll revert to regular size in just a couple of minutes. And let's ride the rat. Scurry. I can't even see myself. Oh, there it is. We're so tiny that we're essentially just a rat as far as my screen is concerned. Let's see if this works. Squeak! Eek! And now we're stunned. Oh, Tafara, it was just you. Please don't scare me like that. I guess it worked. And he put us back to normal size, which is good as well. I like us much better this way. Anyway, let's return the quest and then call it an episode. So let's see what Assistant Greeley has now planned for us. I mean, all good things are 3, so probably we get experiment number 3 after this. Just maybe. So scaring him didn't work either. Double nerds. I'll have to break the news to Grapperhammer. Azshara is going to be going to remain the rarest substance on the planet. We'll have to use it sparingly.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, and let's pick up the quest then.
Quickly.
A hello to arms. Tafarona, I've taken the purified sample of Azshara you rescued from the lab, and I've weaponized it. If my calculations are correct, it will detonate with enough force to level a city. Yeah, not a good plan. If I'm wrong, we may clear the planet in two. Even worse. The only way to find out is a test firing. Not good, but very goblin-y. Deliver the Azsharite core to the giant cannon in Bilgewater and report to Bleenick Fizzlefuse. My pilot for hire, Frizz Groundspin here, can give you a ride. I'll follow from a safe distance, obviously. Well, that will have to wait until the next episode. So, until then, and I have been, as always, Sneaky Bod, and you have been awesome. If you did like the episode, do give it a like. If you like the channel, do subscribe, and otherwise, also, please do share the word. That is very much appreciated. I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.